Welcome to Art Moves. My name is Lynn Fleischman. Today, we'll be exploring the movements of settle and activate, or another way to put it, the ability to put ourselves into action, to take action, and the ability to settle ourselves into a state of restful calm. When we're not in tune with the ebb and flow of this basic rhythm of life and how it manifests in our bodies, one of two things tends to happen. We either overdo it, we blow ourselves out, burn ourselves out, or we underdo it. We can't get started. We feel paralyzed or overwhelmed. And the lack of awareness of this continuum in our body also affects our emotions and our thoughts. So for example, we have trouble regulating our emotions and thoughts. We are overly emotional, or we're on this thought pattern, this wheel of thought over and over again that we can't break out of. Or again, on the other hand, we just go numb. We are paralyzed. We're just totally overwhelmed by everything. So again, if we are unaware of these rhythms in our life, we can often have a hard time navigating the ups and downs of life, because let's face it, life is up and down. And so, all right, let's just get started. There's no right way, no wrong way, just your way to do these. You can stand for the whole time. You can sit in a chair for the whole time, or you can move back and forth. I'll be moving back and forth just so I can demo a little bit of both. All right, let's get started. As always, we start with breath. Just notice your breathing. Don't change it, just notice it. And begin to focus on the inhalation. The act of bathing our cells with oxygen. Feel the movement, the rise of your chest, the abdomen comes out, maybe the ribs go out. Take a couple of really deep inhalations. This activates the sympathetic nervous system, the part that gets us into action. If you want to get yourself moving, take deep inhalations. And then changing the focus to the exhalation. Lengthening the exhalation out the mouth or the nose. This is the settling part of the breath. It's literally washing away waste from our bodies. It's activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest. So as we focus on both the inhalation and the exhalation, we get in touch with this ebb and flow of life. And we begin to cultivate a balance. Again, too much activation, too much inhalation, and we burn out. Too much oxygen, hyperventilation. And if we too much settle, if we're too rested, we're just stuck. All right, so we're going to work with activating our bodies one part at a time, starting with the hands, fingers actually. Begin to put your fingers in motion. Activate them. Doesn't have to be fast. Doesn't have to be big. It's just a commitment. Letting the movement go into your wrists, your elbows. And into your shoulders. And as you add body parts, don't let go of the ones you've already activated. You're simply adding one more. Add your head. It doesn't have to be big movements. Most of us are a little nervous about moving our heads too much, which is fine. Letting it go into your rib cage. Opening up the rib cage, closing it down, sideways. Yeah, so the whole part of your upper body is highly activated. Take it, give it a little more amplitude, 25% more. Not faster, not bigger necessarily, although it could be, but more committed. And then letting it go into your hips. Yeah. So we're starting to amplify now, activate the lower body, down into the knees, so the upper legs, the knees. If you're in the chair, you can still do this part. Absolutely, whatever can move, and whatever doesn't, don't worry about. Down into the ankles, the feet. Your whole body activated. Whole body. Whole body. Okay. Oh yeah. You want, jump around the room, run around the room. If you're in a chair, see what will move. And then begin to settle it. Begin to settle. Don't stop all at once. Bring it down 75% to 75 activation. And then down to 50. And then 25%. Yeah. Letting yourself come to a settle. Even if the music is still active, often things in the world are activating, and we learn to bring ourselves to our own internal settle. So activating and settling the body can affect our feelings and thoughts. Small action, you take a small action and it creates the thought we can do a larger task. We can handle it because we took that first step. Or deep long exhalations can settle a really strong emotion. I'm sure we've all had that feeling of we're agitated and we just try to settle. But it works the other way around too. What we feel and think activates and settles the body. We respond to some outside stimulus. It's not inherent in the thing itself, it's how we respond. So for example, solitude can be experienced as a state of restful, peaceful calm. Or solitude can be experienced as anxious isolation that's very activating. Okay, I'm going to invite you to bring to mind a recent experience, an event, a situation that you found activating, positively or negatively, that doesn't matter. Just bring it into your mind. If you can't think of one recently, something from the past, a hard conversation, an anticipated event, an exciting event. And just notice if, as you think of it or bring it to mind, your heart beats a little faster, your breath speeds up. Take that energy and put it into some movement. So take the mental, emotional state of activation and put it into external movement. What was the energy around that event or situation? put it in there. Again, doesn't have to be a big issue. It could be something as simple as a phone call from a friend with good news or bad news. And let that energy inform all the body parts that'll move. So the whole body is moving to the capacity that it can. And let yourself exaggerate your movements. You know, permission to be dramatic here. And if you find yourself repeating a movement, just do it. Yeah. And then when you feel like you're at your max activation, begin to bring it back in. Bring it back in. Don't stop moving. Just this is incremental. Little by little. Okay. Taking it down. Taking it down. And notice if the original thought or feeling begins to shift as you settle. Yeah. Yeah. Breathe into it. Don't forget to breathe. Let it settle naturally. Don't just stop. Let it come to a natural settle. Yep. Let it settle. Okay. At the other end of the continuum, we have too much settle. We just worked with highly activated. Now we're going to be working with highly settled, and that is being stuck. So I invite you to bring to mind a situation, an experience, an event where you felt stuck, unable to come to action, to take action, or unable to come to peace about something. Yeah. Again, doesn't have to be huge, life-changing, it can be small. All right, give that feeling of stuck or overwhelm a little physical expression. You know, you might have heavy movements or close-in movements. But just give it some physical expression. So it's kind of a paradox. We're taking that energy that feels like can't do anything, and we're putting it into something. Yeah. And again, feel free to exaggerate, to be dramatic in your stuckness. You know, you can move across the room and be stuck, or be in your chair and stuck. Move that energy. There you go. Yep. And keep amplifying that energy of stuckness. Make it more committed. I am committed to being stuck. Yeah. You know, and if it wants to get big, let it. Yeah, just because you're stuck doesn't mean you can't move. And then notice if in moving, that sense of overwhelm or sense of stuckness, paralysis, if there are any shifts. Yeah, I'm beginning to bring it back to settling it. You know, again, gradually bringing it back. Don't just stop. Yeah, just notice if you're holding that situation, that event, that conversation differently. You might be, you might not be. Again, no right, no wrong way. Just notice. Bringing it back to a settle. Movement that feels peaceful, loose, you know, something you could do all day without thinking about it. Yep. Again, the body has the opportunity to affect our feelings and thoughts. Our feelings and thoughts affect our body. It is ebb and flow, cycle, activate, and settle. And we'll end with simply connecting as we began to our inhalation and our exhalation. And getting in touch with those internal movements, even though we might be standing or sitting perfectly still. Our heartbeat, our breath, our blood flowing through our body. You might feel tingling with all that activation. Just connecting to the ebb and flow constantly happening in our bodies. And a couple more good inhalations and exhalations. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your practice. Thank you for being willing to engage in this exploration. I appreciate you, and I wish you well.